Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Bhaktavijaya282. As you may remember, we were listening to how great it is for us to be listening to the stories of the saints. The wise chakor bird, seeing the moon, feels great happiness in its mind. Looking with faith and fondness, one receives a nectar rain of love. Therefore, feels in the heart a limitless happiness. Others who are lovers of interesting stories receive a blessing from these stories. Feeling great satisfaction thereby, they partake of the happiness of final deliverance. When the moon is seen, the hesitating thieves grumble, for they cannot continue their evil course, and they flee away. A tree, though entirely ignorant, yet feels the beams of the moon on it. And when the month of Chaitra, April, comes, it becomes densely covered with flowers and fruit. Therefore, with attentive minds, listen with reverence. In the previous chapter, the audience listened with love to the story of Rasik Morar, Mirabai's birth and childhood. In the great country of Hindustan, there is a holy city by name Udaipur. The king of that region was a reverent Bhakta of Vishnu. If any uninvited guests arrived, the king provided them with garments and food. If Vaishnavas suddenly appeared, he used to worship them. In his house, the king used to worship the idol of Krishna with the 16 materials used in worship. With love, he was accustomed to dress it in garments and ornaments and sing its praises. Then, after receiving the favor of Hari, he was accustomed to eat. At this time, a jewel of a daughter descended through him, a treasure house of devotion. After 12 days had passed, they gave her the name Mirabai. The mother lifted her up and placed her at the feet of Krishna. She had a charming form and was extremely beautiful. When the king saw her, it was a great pleasure to him. She grew up day by day, and her mother and father were made happy. It was at that time the custom of the king to take his daughter and go to Thakurdwar, Krishna's temple, where with reverence he used to worship the eagle-bannered one, with the 16 materials used in worship. He used to put ornaments on the extremely beautiful idol of Sri Krishna. In his love, the king used to dress it in priceless jewels and pearls and garlands. The idol of the cloud-dark Krishna looked beautiful with his brilliant crown and his beautiful waistband. Around his waist was the gorgeous yellow robe, and around his neck was the Vijayanti garland. In his ears were earrings set with jewels, and on his breast was the exceedingly beautiful Kaustup jewel. His glorious face was most pleasing, with his broad smile. Her resolve to marry Krishna. As she regularly looked at this form, Mirabai's heart was impressed by it, and she said to herself, "I'm not going to marry anyone except God alone." Having this determination in her mind, the daughter of the king held to it in her love for God. Now it happened on a certain day that the king came and conversed with his wife. The king said to the queen, "I see that Mirabai appears to be grown up. We should now look for a worthy bridegroom and have her married at once." Mirabai was listening to her father's words and spoke in a sweet voice. "I have already chosen a husband for myself. If you should ask me who he is, I will tell you how you may recognize him. Sri Krishna, whom you are regularly worshiping, is the one I love. You, mother and father, are my elders. Both of you think over the matter and offer me to the Lord Sri Krishna without making any objections." Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.